Hồng Vân xin kính chào quý khán giả của Sài Gòn TV. Kính thưa quý vị, hôm nay Hồng Vân rất được hân hạnh tiếp đón hai người khách quý từ bên Bỉ Quốc, bên Âu Châu sang. Kính thưa quý vị, lần đầu tiên người nữ ca sĩ mà quý vị 3-4 năm nay đã rất yêu với bài Bonjour Việt Nam trên Internet, đó là nữ ca sĩ trẻ đẹp Phạm Quỳnh Anh. Xin chào Quỳnh Anh. Và bên cạnh Quỳnh Anh là ông manager của Quỳnh Anh, đó là ông Bernard Carbonès. Hello Bernard, bonjour.
Hello, bonjour.
Bienvenue. Welcome to Saigon TV. I understand that this is the very first time you come to United States. First of all, Quỳnh Anh, kính thưa quý vị, Quỳnh Anh sanh trưởng tại Bỉ Quốc, cho nên là em không có nói dành tiếng Việt. Chúng tôi xin phép được phỏng vấn bằng tiếng Anh. Hello Quỳnh Anh. Can you tell us what age you start singing?
Well, I started singing when I was about 10 or 12. I went to the academy just to learn music as a hobby. And then I used to perform for the TED with my family. And so I danced and sang. And then I made a TV contest. And that's when I met my manager, Bernard, and he introduced me to my producer, Pierre-Alain Simon, who works with Marc Lavoine, Calogero, great artists. And then we started to think about a career in music.
Oh, yeah.
She has a voice, I can confirm that. That's one of the first things that I've noticed when I saw her on TV. And other people in Europe know also that she has a great voice.
Oh, okay. And on the internet, many people were asking, they heard the Bonjour Vietnam and they love that song because it talk about, you know, like you never see Vietnam and
That's
you
true.
long for knowing Vietnam because it's like your name, your root. And 3 years later, we were waiting and waiting, and we don't see your disc. Can you explain why?
Well, Bonjour Vietnam was just a demo, and we wasn't prepared to release it, and we were very amazed by the reaction of the song, and so it was very great. We were very happy about that, but we didn't know how to, if we would release it, because everybody knows the song in French. So we thought about doing it in English, because a lot of Vietnamese people speak more English than French, and so I hope they will understand better in English. Hello Vietnam.
So why it take so long for Bonjour Vietnam?
It took a long time because I had to finish my studies, and then I made a duet with Marc Lavoine, and I followed him on tour, and after that we had to find the adaptation of the song in English, because the lyrics are very there's a lot of pictures, images that are very difficult to translate in correct English, and but we have found finally a good version, and so now we release it.
Yeah. Après Bonjour Vietnam, tu as fait Hello Vietnam. Do you plan to sing it in Vietnamese, like Chào Việt Nam?
I hadn't planned to sing in Vietnamese because it's at this time it's very difficult for me to speak and to sing in Vietnamese. But well, I don't know.
In the future?
In the future, maybe.
I understand this is the very first time you visit the United States, and you are invited by Tringa Paris. What's your impression?
Yes, I'm very thankful to Tringa for inviting me in the show, because when I was young, I saw a lot of DVDs of Paris by Night, and I was very impressed by all this show. It's very long. There's a lot of great artists, and so I'm very honored to be in one of these shows.
Did you get a chance to meet the Vietnamese community in California? Did you see a difference with the community, Vietnamese community in Belgium?
I haven't met so much people here, but I think they are Vietnamese, and so it's not very different than when we are in Europe.
After Belgium, what other countries did you go for to sing for tournée? What countries besides Belgium?
You talk about the tournée with Marc Lavoine.
Avec Marc Lavoine.
We were on tour in Belgium, then in France a lot, and in Switzerland.
Switzerland. And dans l'avenir, in the future, do you plan to go to sing in Vietnam, for example, or other countries?
I plan to go to Vietnam. I hope it would be in near future, and I would be very, very happy to sing in Vietnam. I don't know if it's possible, but if I can do it in the first time, it will be very meaningful to me.
En tournant vers Bernard, you are Quynh manager, so the CD, your production for Quynh CD very soon?
Yes, we are working and preparing the album. It is possible that there will be 2 albums, one in French and one in English.
Yeah.
We know, and especially since we are here now a couple of days invited by Paris by Night, we see the enthusiasm of the Vietnamese people and the Vietnamese community. And I think when we will go back, we will talk with Quynh, but also with the companies in Paris about if one day and when there would be a Vietnamese version. It's not a decision yet, but we will think about it. And I think that the French and or English album could be ready end of this year. Quynh signed with one of the leading independent labels in Paris, the label of Pierre-Alain Simon, who has also, like Quynh mentioned, Marc Lavoine and Calogero, 2 of the biggest French artists. And the label of Pierre-Alain Simon, Rapace, has a deal with Universal for the world.
Most 2 famous